this video, I'll talk to you about the possible candidate to replace Chris Hughton after the sack and why I think Michael Essien should stay away from this Ghana football and everything happening now. You know, the pain in the hearts of Ghanaians after the shambolic performance in La Côte d'Ivoire. And after Chris Hughton was sacked, there were names in the public that are on the list to replace Chris Hughton. So one of the names on the list is Tom Saint-Fier. Tom Saint-Fier is one of the biggest coaches in African football, and what he's done for African football is something that it's really recognizable. Like, he's a good coach. Anybody who watched Gambia vs Cameroon knows that he has this aura around him. He has this firepower around him, and he has this willpower around him, and he wants his people to have results. And just after the game against Cameroon, when Gambia wasn't able to qualify, he just says he's going to resign. And he has this very rich CV. I'm sure if you Google him on Wikipedia, you get more info about him, and he's so good. And then there's also Heavy Renard. Heavy Renard was in Ghana in 2008. I think he was a physical trainer for the Black Stars at the time. I actually didn't even think he was set out to be a coach. All I remember is he became a coach of Zambia, and he became the coach of Côte d'Ivoire, winning the AFCON with both countries, and Ghana has been linked up with him. I think Heavy Renard is not a bad coach. I think he's really good, but he hasn't really performed when he's been giving club teams. I remember he took Soshu, where Jordan he was playing, to relegation, and now he's with the women's team of France, and Ghanaian fans will be happy to see a top coach after not getting a top coach in a long time. And there's also Hector Cooper, is really a good coach too. I think he led Egypt to the AFCON in 2017 and lost it, and he is not bad too. And then there's also Prosper Nat Ogum. He's a coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko right now, and people are saying as for him, let's not get him because there'll be a lot of control from the GFA, and then they'll control him and all that. But the thing is, why I'm saying Michael Essien should stay away from this list is where this Black Stars is going, any inexperienced coach or suffer or struggle. And I'm thinking Michael Essien is really coming up as a coach in North Zealand. Even Didi Dramani, who's been a coach at Kumasi Asante Kotoko, won the league with Kumasi Asante Kotoko, couldn't deliver as an assistant coach for the Black Stars of Ghana. So why Michael Essien? So take Michael Essien out and let Michael Essien have his peace. Let him do his work. When time is right and there's a proper FA, the proper FA will probably give him a chance, but then he will have also improved his learning experience, help the Black Stars in the future. But the thing is, let's look at Algeria. Algeria sacked their coach, Jamal Belmadi. Jamal Belmadi led the Algerian team to beat Ghana 3-0. I remember when Ghana was playing the friendly matches in the round to the AFCON. We lost 3-0 to Algeria, and Jamal Belmadi was the coach. Jamal Belmadi also won the AFCON for Algeria in a long time. He wasn't able to take the team Algeria to the World Cup. He failed in the 2021 AFCON, and he's failed again in the 2023 AFCON. So he resigned after the post. You know the kind of coaches that are looking for the Algerian job? Zinedine Zidane, a third-time UCL winner, has been called upon to come and coach Algeria. Let me run you through the list. So Zinedine Zidane has been called upon, and Zinedine Zidane, anybody who knows football knows that Zinedine Zidane has his descent from Algeria, and they called upon him and he said he's not ready to coach Algeria. Algeria has a massive amount of wealth, has a massive talent academy, and Zinedine Zidane says he's not coming in. And on the list, they have Heavy Renard, they have Majid Bougera, they have Julian Lopetegui, they have Jorge Sampaoli, and Julian Lopetegui used to coach the Spanish national team. I remember the Spanish national team was dangerous under him and was a good coach, and he recently took on the Wolves job. Jorge Sampaoli was a coach for Argentina in 2018 World Cup. Sampaoli has been a coach of Sevilla and I think Valencia. And Vahid Halilhodžić was the coach of Morocco before he was sacked, going to the World Cup. A top-class coach, top class disciplinarian, and Carlos Queiroz. Look at the names that the Algerian FA are coming out with. Look at the names. Black Stars winning process begins with hiring a tactician. And we can't do anything much about the GFA unless the president of Ghana steps in. So the GFA must be able to appoint a coach who has a top CV. And when a top-class coach is appointed, I'm thinking a top-class coach with even mediocre players can try and generate some good results for the Black Stars of Ghana, because now Ghana needs to qualify. I don't think the GFA will want Ghana not to qualify for the World Cup. The World Cup is coming, so they should probably leave and hire a top class coach. Look, anybody here on this list should be able to coach the Blasters of Ghana. Go for Carlos Queiroz, go for Vahid Ali Logic. But personally, I think Hobson Fain is really a good coach for the Blasters of Ghana. I think let's try and get him. And Clayton should just focus on his development works at North Zealand. Try and grow very well. I remember he was the one who recommended Ernest Newman to the Black Stars and allow him to grow his talent ID, allow him to grow his skill set. If you are supposed to be very honest, with Michael Essien and Otado, who are you going to go as a national team head coach? I'll go for Otado any day, anytime. You get it? So it is what it is. Let's try and get these things very well done, and the Blasters of Ghana will come back again to be a giant of African football. I'm sure if we appoint a top class coach and with this current crop of players, the Blasters can win an AFCON coming soon. One, if you're able to do things right with the kind of players we have a generational player with Mohamed Kudus. Oh my God! So guys, Michael Essien should not come close to the Black Stars job. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. The best is yet to come. Thank you.